Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Let me make sure that you can hear me, and everything is good on that end as well. It also gives few seconds so people connect with us. We are going live at a different time. As mentioned last week, we may prepare ourselves to go live at different times on Tuesdays and Thursdays or during the week as well. This is one of the things, right? In the stroke journey or navigating before or after a stroke, sometimes we need to be prepared for the unexpected things or in life in general, right? Some things that we learn in the process as well. And nowadays we are open and prepared, very important as well. So for this week, pretty much, I title this video as hearing you may be at high risk for a stroke. How many of you at one point in your journey in this life, you maybe saw someone, right? Like you were present as a caregiver or the survivor, maybe a friend, a co-worker, or other people, right? But hearing that makes sense. So today we are going to cover a wellness perspective for that saying or when we hear that. First, one of the things to mention is different emotions may show up and they may be different for each individual. Just to mention a few: fear, overwhelm. Now, what to expect about the fear of the unknown, right? So, just to mention a few, but the word keeps coming, being open for these uh, other things showing up as well, different emotions. So, one of the things as well before we continue, and I am trying to get used to it as well, of mentioning the purpose of these videos. These videos are for educational purposes. In my professions, we are finding ourselves educating that in coaching we do not diagnose, and we motivate and encourage individuals to follow the suggestions or the plans they are working with their healthcare providers. Okay, it is very important to mention that, and also to talk with your provider before making any changes, if that is you are working around any area in your life. Just to mention one, nutrition for example, it is very important as well to work as a team, in my profession as well. So few things to mention before we continue. And pretty much we are talking about when we hear you may be at high risk of a stroke. And today we are going to cover a wellness perspective. So I was mentioning that uh, first, the few things that we see often is what show up at the moment, at the second, in the moment, right? So different emotions may rise, and we may experience different emotions such as overwhelm, fear, to mention a few. Now, one thing very important that I may add to the same topic today is to considering the teamwork, that things that could be done, right? Now we start like what we want to do next, now what is going to happen, right? And finding out these other opportunities, very important as well from a wellness perspective, and the opportunity as well to what we can do to keep moving away if that is your desire, right? Like if you want to keep working around keeping you healthy, and maybe you are healthy already, and what you can do to reinforce, to enhance uh, you're being healthy, so that if the goal is like keep that moving away. So that is the other point in that second, like emotions rise, now what? So it is an opportunity. We have here the opportunity of choice. And one of the things I was sharing a lot previously, years back, is that we all have choices in every second, right? What we are choosing, are we going this way? Are we preferring to wake up and the left side, the right side? So different things to share with the community of what happens. Okay. So very important to be aware of and raise this awareness of those choices. So from a wellness perspective, it is an opportunity as well if you want to start working in other areas in your life with the goal of those healthy changes, right? Lifestyles. So it is an opportunity to ask ourselves if one, willingness is very important in what we do here in Living Without Limit with Karina Seda, because we are doing the work, right? Sometimes guidance is very important, but also the responsibility, taking responsibility for the actions, for your choices is very important as well. So different areas to mention a few people are working around their nutrition. When I mentioned that, I was like, I went ahead on mentioning that as well. But few areas when we see this happening and the willingness to keep a healthy life or start healthy changes. It is an opportunity to that beginning a new journey. So just to mention a few, if that is working around your nutrition, if that is working around the stress management, caregivers, and people who like to help others. I know some survivors that working, with other survivors as well. We found that we like to help others. What we can do to keep helping others, to keep our mission in this life, the purpose in the second chance of life. So just to mention a few, I was for nutrition, stress management, those physical activity, and so on. It is a journey. It is a personal journey of discovery, and the opportunity, if you are open to receiving support, it is something that may help us in the process. Sometimes it helps like in so many ways that I don't have any words are not coming now to describe the multitude of opportunities and benefits as well. So pretty much, I know this is a topic that we can spend hours talking about, but I wanted to focus on hearing you may be at high risk for a stroke and contributing or sharing that wellness perspective. Okay, so if you have any questions, if anything come up in this conversation or hearing this video, maybe you thought about someone who may benefit from it, I would love to invite you to share this video with them. That awareness is just one of the first steps of this new opportunity, of the opportunities ahead of working around your health, your wellness. Okay? If you have any questions or if you want to share something with the community, you can go to the comments below. Feel free to share. And that is another way we can communicate. If you have any questions that you want to share or you want an answer after watching this video. The other thing to mention, for this week, I am sharing the latest presentation in Living Without Limits with Karina Seda. I would love to invite you to go to the link below, register, reserve your spot for that presentation. Few things or benefits of doing that is that if you register, you also can see that the replay and stay connected. If you have any questions, those different ways to connect in the community are very important. We have different ways now to support the community. So feel free to go to the link below, or if you have any questions, feel free to comment below in the comments below. All right. I hope you have a great day, a great week, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.